I'm gonna be rich from day trading. I'm 17 years old and I haven't earned a single dime from it yet. But this is week number 18. I'm trying to get my first payout from day trading at 17 years old. And if you're just tuning in, make sure you check out my whole series right here because I'm on week 18. You got 17 more weeks to go. And make sure you check out my socials down in the description below because I post daily on TikTok and Instagram Reels, but I try to post weekly on YouTube too. Here's a recap of my whole journey so far, and here's a recap of last week. Last week wasn't the best week, but it wasn't the worst week, so we still got a chance of passing the eval account this week if we take good setups. But let's just go ahead and get into it. Here's how we ended up making $2,000 today day trading. So coming in, we was definitely bullish because price was in a big high time frame for Vega, right? So it bounced off of this and market open and it just dropped the whole entire time. So I was definitely looking for shorts, looking for a continuation of shorts. And when price reached session lows right here, I was looking for shorts, right? And all I wanted was price to inverse this fair value to either respect this fair value gap right here, boom, or to inverse this bullish fair value gap up here, right? And it ended up inversing it all the way down here, so we ended up getting in right here and targeting the previous lower day. We had a low right here. I didn't know if price wants to go all the way down to previous lower day or to like halfway go and only sweep this low. So I marked this low out and just put my stop in once it hit this low. Put my stop at break even once it hit this low. And we ended up getting about a tick. I was so glad because we would have got stopped out at break even and never have gotten this, even though we're back down. So so glad we got it TP right by the tick, and we ended up making $2,000. So all we need is one more dub to pass this eval account. So hope we get that tomorrow. Here's why we didn't take any trades today. So coming in the market open, we had big heavy news at 9:45. So then I was definitely waiting for that to pass, and then I was looking for to trade. And previous high day was a big draw for me. So after 9:45, price went up and took out this draw, right? So then I was either looking for a continuation or a sweep, whatever price was gonna give me. And this was looking like a sweep, right? So price came down, boom, made a fair value gap, respected it, and respected this order block, and then closed below. I was originally gonna enter right down here and put my stop up here and target this low. I was gonna enter right there, but I just wasn't confident in it. I just didn't feel like this was high probability setup. I don't know why, but I just feel like this one high probability, even though we had a liquidity sweep, Ferrari gap, and an order block, and another Ferrari gap, plus a breaker structure. But we were still in this Ferrari gap, and we didn't inverse it. So I didn't trade just off of that. And if we would have inversed it, my trade would have been all the way down here, and we wouldn't have the right risk to reward. So we just didn't end up trading. I'd rather wait to trade and take a high probability setup than to just force an okay trade, just trying to get some quick money. So that's definitely growth because back then I definitely would have took this trade. But yeah, here's how we ended up losing $1,250 today day trading. So coming in the market open, we could see price was just dumping, and we was in a big high time frame imbalance. So we was definitely looking bearish, right? But boom, we had a big 15-minute imbalance that I wanted price to retrace into. Whether we were bullish or bearish, this 15 imbalance was a good drawn liquidity for me because it's a big imbalance. Either price want to come up in here and continue lower or just come up in here and continue up. Either way, it should want to go in there, right? So price came down, swept session lows, right? And then I was waiting for 15 minutes for I got to close. It closed at 10 o'clock over here. So all I wanted was an entry model. And we got a boom, we got a test down here, and then we got an inverse fair value gap right here. So once price inversed, I entered right here, but it made me enter up here on this candle. And we ended up just targeting this fair value gap, putting stop below this candle, and just yeah. And price. Soon as I enter, price consolidated. Price has been range. I mean, has been trending this whole time, pre-market, this whole time. But as soon as I enter, price consolidates and then continues lower. So we ended up getting stopped out and losing this trade. And this is a good trade, not a bad trade in my opinion. So I ain't mad at it. Here's why we didn't take any trades today. I didn't really have a clear bias. I really didn't know what Price wanted to do. So when I don't know what Price wanted to do, and Price can go either way, and I don't know what it wants to do, I just choose not to trade because that makes my chances of winning way down. So that's just that aligns with my strategy too. Because if I have no idea where the market's going, if it can go either way, why would I trade? So market came in, right? Boom, went up, went into this bullish fair value gap, respected it, came back down in it, then it just shot up. And I didn't really have no entry either to the downside or to the upside, either way. So we just didn't trade this today. So yeah, we still on this eval account. It's been like a whole month. Not a whole month yet, but it's been a little minute since we on this eval account. I'm trying to hurry up and pass this, man. We ended up taking no trades today, and that was just due to me being so dumb, bruh. And oh my gosh, in the moment, bro, I was so mad, bro. I was so mad at myself, but it's always gonna be some more opportunities. But so coming in the market open, we was definitely looking to the upside, definitely looking bullish, definitely want a previous high day to get hit, and it got hit pretty early. 1 minute after market open, it got hit, but it didn't hit it on ES, so my bias was still to the upside, right? So all I wanted was just a little entry model, just anything that can give me a good entry. Boom. Price came down into this 1 minute for reg. I respected it and inverse this 1 minute. Boom. I could have entered right here, put my stop below here, and then target this high where and just keep on dragging it until ES higher day got hit. But we didn't end up entering. And then I had another trade right here. Price came down into it again. Came down to it for right gap. Respected it. This is the trade I was originally gonna enter. I promise you, I had my buy button almost ready. But when I was going to it, something happened. I don't know if it was the internet. I don't know if I was just being dumb, but something happened. And then once I went back to push the buy button again, we were all the way up here. So that would have messed up my risk to reward a lot. So I just didn't enter at all. And Price ended up giving me exactly what I wanted it. And soon as it hit it on ES, Price started consolidating. So we didn't end up trading for the rest of the day. And that would have been a good trade, I can't lie, bro. And that was just due to me being stupid. But I guess we live and we learn. We gonna have way more opportunities, so I'm chilling. Well, that wraps up week number 18. I'm trying to get my first payout from day trading at 17 years old. And this week wasn't the best week, but it wasn't the worst week. We ended up getting the eval account up in profits a little bit, so that's news. We ended up taking two trades, one good trade that we ended up winning big, and then one odd trade that we ended up losing. The lesson I learned from this week is that I should be picky about the trades that I take because sometimes I take bad setups and sometimes I take very good setups when I didn't just narrow it down to only good setups. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me trying to get my first payout. And make sure y'all stay tuned for next week because next week is Christmas week, so I don't know how the trade is going to work, but we going to see. Make sure you subscribe, comment down below, like this video, but peace out.